Big chance for Segreto, and he pokes it over the line to make it 2-0.
The last year, so I mean, I had a flying start to last season. I come back from an injury the season before, which was just my big toe, but it ruled me out for the rest of the first half of the first season at APIA. So I was looking to make my mark again early last year. I feel like I did that and worked hard to get back in the squad. And around mid-year, June, I had the first injury, the surgery on my right ankle. It was tough, but I think coming back towards the championship, I knew that I wasn't going to miss that. So that was like my burning desire, was just to get back for the championship. I knew that I wasn't going to be done for the season. So I was happy I did that. I did my recovery really well. I came back a little bit earlier than expected, and then to get a little stint in the championship and make a little mark there was really, I loved it. I really enjoyed that, and feel like we finished up shorter than what we would have liked in the end. Personally as well, with another injury, I had that other surgery in October, so it was a mixed year last year, one of my toughest in my career, but it's a new year again this season and looking to start the same way again, so yeah, it's all in the past now and we move on.
Yeah, talk to us about what that sort of what that requires mentally. I mean, knowing that you're gaining momentum and things are in the ascendancy, and then to have something like that happen, you battled through it, but internally, again, you talk about the championship being a shining light, but yeah, run us through what it felt like, and the eagerness more so to know that it's over soon and you're going to be back fit and firing and playing your good football again.
I think the biggest part of when you're injured and keeping that motivation is seeing who else is on the field, in your team that's really putting their best foot forward too. And you're seeing the results week in, week out. Like, we had some massive results last year. Melbourne City in the Cup was a huge one. That was really motivating to see. But then the back end of the season with the grand final too, like these massive games that you miss out on, I feel like they're the moments that you see as a team. You can be there, present in the moment, really watching and engaging and encouraging the boys, but also not being a part of that makes you realise how special this group is and how special it is just to play football and just to be healthy every day. So that perspective of always feeling like this tough moment will end, the good moments also end too. So with the good and the bad, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. There's never a period that's going to last forever. You're always going to have that.
I feel like that can go two ways. There's some players that might look at that missing out on the big moments, and that adds to a lower mental state and probably poorer side of things. But you speak about the mentality and it needing to be positive, and that is such a key attribute of you as a person and in your game as well. And that transpires into 2026. Having that positive mentality that's gotten you through now, how does that shape you up now for again, coming back and knowing that you've got to make these good times happen again and you'll be in and amongst it?
Yeah, I guess every game and every session, I like to, whether it's in the car on the way here or just taking a moment before the game to pause and take in what's happening. It's hard to do it sometimes because life moves fast and you get caught up in different aspects of life. But I think the key for me has really been pinpointing a few moments that I really want to draw my inspiration from. Like, one of my most recent ones was my pop dying at the end of last year when he passed away in December. I mean, he was my biggest fan, and I've now started doing little things in my preparation, reflecting about our relationship, but kind of drawing inspiration from what he said to me, and that's what I'm using as fire and fuel for this season, and more so just for my own, performance to get back and a full season under my belt. I feel like I haven't had a full season since 2022, since I came here, so.
Yeah, talk to us about what that sort of football journey has been like for you. Obviously, this is your third season now at APIA, and again, here's hoping the first full one, but the build-up to get here, of course, seeing, we speak about the group and how it's just like no other here, but yeah, talk to us about what that last few years has been like for you in your football career.
It's been massive. I think, I didn't expect it to, I didn't have any expectations when I first came here. I was sort of in a place, the Mariners Academy, that I wasn't enjoying my football, I wasn't confident. I feel like I just wanted to be away from the game, and I had that period, and that period made me realise how much I wanted to be in the game still, just in an environment that I could enjoy it, and that's nothing short of what I've done here at APIA. You know, 3 years, it's gone quick. We've won some trophies and missed out narrowly with some heartbreaking, losses. But I think, my journey is kind of a similar story to a lot of players in the NPL, where the league and players in the league are definitely good enough to be at the top in this country and beyond. Whether there's just those sliding doors moments with injury, with exposure to eyes who are watching different games, it's all about, constantly and consistently showing up. And one moment where you don't, which is maybe where perhaps I got complacent while I was at the academy, I thought it was going to happen, which is, I guess, another, you see that a lot happen to young kids. So getting a bit older now, you realise that. So I guess reflection is good, but it allows me to, like I said before, just really embrace the current moment instead of thinking what could happen if I did this, or what would happen if I didn't get injured, or, being in the present.
Well, talking about the present, I mean, now we're here, and it's been a decent start to the season. For you personally, are there some key things that stand out that you want to make your mark on this year? What are the personal sort of goals for you on the football pitch?
Personal, first thing was to have a full season. I don't want to. It sounds like a negative almost, because to say you don't want to get injured is like a negative. You're kind of putting a bit too much focus on it. So I want to obviously just have a full season under my belt. I always tell myself 10 goals plus and 15 to 20 goal contributions. And I guess I personally have also said to myself that I feel like now with 3 years at the club, I feel like I know the culture of many of the boys that have been here and are still here, to step up personally into a bit more of a leadership role. That's not been sort of said to me by anyone. I just feel like I want to do that. And the boys here, there's so many leaders in different aspects, and I feel like that's one of the biggest things, is this club is not relying on one person. There's many heads in the change room that can be that leader. So that's another goal of mine. And then to win the comp again, win the league, and to go, win the championship again this year. In the NPL, but win the Australian Championship. So they're the main goals that I definitely have highlighted already.
Brilliant. Two more from me. The first one, I want to take the people on a bit of a travel. Football's not all you do. It's a few hats that you wear, and a lot of creative vision in that brain of yours. Talk to us about what life is like as a whole, where, coming here we talk about the lads and football, and here is just such a brilliant place to be. But as a whole, you mean, what's going on outside of it, and then that sort of helps you switch on when you're in here as well?
There's a lot going on. I've kind of been navigating my life outside football for trying to find, something to go with my life alongside football, probably the last 2 years, really, because it's hard. You spend so much time and energy here, to have that energy and put it into another aspect of your life, it's tough. And seeing other boys do that in the team, senior players, has really helped me realise that that's possible, and that there's more you can achieve in every day. So currently I'm finishing a degree, which is the end of this year, a media communications degree. And I was sort of turning towards a bit more media creation, like yourself, mate. Yeah, and I was, dipping my toes in the water with that. Love that, all that creative media sort of stuff. And just recently started a new job as a buyer's agent in Double Bay with Cohen Handler. So that's a completely left field option to what I'm studying, but I'm absolutely loving it. It came across completely unexpectedly, and sometimes those are the things that you never saw coming, but turn out to be one of the best decisions and avenues you can take in your life. So I'm really loving where I'm at. Anyone needs property, I'm the guy. No, but seriously, give me a call. No, so that's what I'm doing outside. Yeah, and then with my other time and commitment and energy, I'm here. So that's life for me. Love it.
Last one. Some people might know this, some might not, but there's a bit of a family connection at APIA.
Yes.
You're not the first Segreto to wear the 𝗓𝗓𝗧𝗔𝗚𝗔𝗠 shirt. Talk to us a little bit about your old man's old days back here at 𝗓𝗓𝗧𝗏.
Dad had 2 seasons here, 1.5 I think. He won the Player of the Year, and back in the day, the first grade team was sponsored by 𝗓𝗓𝗏𝗕, which the Player of the Year prize was a trip to Italy. And he took my mum, and he's on the trophy. So we took a photo of it the other day when 𝗖𝗟𝗨𝗕 won it. They spelt his name wrong on the trophy though. Whoever's done that, far out. He's not happy about it. No, he still is recognised around here at our home games as, you know, an old player, and he's been made to feel at home again as a member upstairs, talking to all the old legends too. I can't thank him enough for my journey and his influence on my journey, but he had a big part to play in me, you know, coming here in the first place. So yeah, shout out to Dad, big Dave Segreto.